afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Professor of Military Science, Lieutenant Colonel Angelique Piper, and the Corps of Cadets, I would like to welcome you to the 2020 Blue Jay Battalion Spring Commissioning Ceremony for Cadet Sean Yang. Would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see when the dawn's early light, what so fondly we heard at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare above bursting in air, gave proofs through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please take your seats. It is my distinct honor to present the Professor of Military Science at the Johns Hopkins University, Lieutenant Colonel Angelique Piper. Good afternoon, family that was able to attend here in person, friends. Good afternoon to all of those watching this virtually. Thank you for coming and witnessing this great day where we get to commission Sean Yang into the Army officer ranks. It's been a long time coming, and even a little bit longer because he was a senior plus during his last year, so he could finish his degree and get to this point today where we can commission him. So in a few moments, you're going to hear some commissioning comments from our senior leaders and some words of advice from Lieutenant General Fenton, this year's commissioning speaker, on some sage advice on how to go forward as a lieutenant and as a leader in the Army. Before I do that, I'd just like to talk about Lieutenant Yang for a minute. So Lieutenant Yang, he was a junior when I met him, and a senior going forward. And he was always willing to try and figure out how to improve himself. He was willing to, if he stumbled, he would pick himself right back up, try and figure out how to continue to press along. In the spring of last year, put out a broadcast, hey, we need to create a new battalion coin. We jumped up and rose to that challenge. This may seem trivial to be able to design this coin, but one of my pillars of my priorities is my ability to extend our reach into the community. And one way we do this is with a time-honored tradition of passing the coin. And this coin should represent everything that our unit does. And Sean jumped on that, created a fabulous coin that we did in fact later mint. And this coin is provided to those people that we feel exemplify Army standards, the Army principles of leadership, and dedication, and honor, and duty. And we thank you sincerely for that, because it truly is a representation of who we are here at the Johns Hopkins Battalion and representing the state of Maryland. So over the last couple of years, you've probably heard me hammer on some key points. One of them is, be in the right place, the right time, the right uniform, the right attitude, doing the right thing, and you can never be wrong. Always asking, what else can I do? Never resting on your laurels, always looking for an opportunity to improve yourself, to improve this organization. And the last one is controlling your things that you can control. You can control your professionalism, you can control your fitness, you can control your attitude, right? And Sean came to PT sessions with a good attitude and always willing to strive to improve himself. So I will take this time now to change gears briefly. Dean Dr. Wendland is the Dean at Johns Hopkins University, Prager School of Arts and Sciences, and she is who our ROTC battalion is nested under. And we certainly cannot do what we do today without her undying support for our ROTC battalion. And so while she couldn't be here today, she did want to extend her gratitude for everything that we do, and she's provided a quick note that I will read you right now. Hello, on behalf of the Prager School of Arts and Sciences and the entire Johns Hopkins University, I would like to congratulate members of the ROTC Blue Jay Battalion, who are truly amazing, and I am proud of each and every one of you. I also want to acknowledge Major General John Evans, Brigadier General Antonio Minera, and Colonel Trevor Hill. I know you have been instrumental in seeing that our soldiers are well trained and more resilient than ever in leading our nation's soldiers. So thank you. Every year, what has become one of my favorite events, I host a special commissioning dinner with the graduating cadets to recognize their achievements and to honor their commitment and sacrifices to our nation. I am so very disappointed that due to COVID-19, I am unable to meet you, all of our cadets, in person. Your hard work and dedication is so inspiring. So please know that you are my thoughts and that I am with you in spirit. And to all of our 2020 cadets, you contribute to the greatness of the United States of America. Your love of country and of your fellow Americans is truly unsurpassed. You're willing to sacrifice everything to protect the foundational values and principles of our nation. We can never repay you, but we can honor and thank you. And on this most special commissioning day, know that on behalf of Americans everywhere, we send you our gratitude, our honor, and our undying respect. Sincerely, Dean Beverly Wendland. And with that, we'll now listen to some commissioning comments from our military seniors.
Congratulations on your upcoming graduation and commissioning. This is a huge milestone in your lives, and also the beginning of you joining our ranks. Welcome. We need each of you ready to lead the world's finest and most lethal force. I regret that I'm not able to give you this message in person, and that this year commencement and commissioning will be different. Celebrating your achievement differently shouldn't diminish what you've accomplished here, nor tarnish the pride you should feel. What I would offer to you is a single touch point you can always return to, no matter where you may find yourself in life. Tough times don't last, tough people do. With that said, the circumstances that you find yourself in now won't last forever. To build this resilience, train. Train hard and train often. Train your body to operate under duress, your mind to remain calm in chaos, and your heart to endure hardship. In a short time, you will have the privilege of leading our nation's men and women, and they will look to you as a steady hand at the helm. Serve them well. I am incredibly proud of you. Congratulations on graduation and commissioning, and I will see you out in the field.
Congratulations, and thank you for making the decision to join the best team in the world and be part of something bigger than yourself. I want to thank your parents for raising such fine young men and women who have answered the nation's call to service. If you don't remember anything else I said today, I want you to remember two things: people first and winning matters. People first is a philosophy. I believe you take care of your people, your soldiers, your families, your civilians, and you create a command climate where everyone takes care of each other and treats everyone with any battle. And winning the Army is an attitude. When we send the Army somewhere, we don't go to try hard, we don't go to participate, we go to win. That's what the American people expect, and that's what you will do. And that's why winning matters. We are very proud of you. Stay healthy, stay safe, people first, winning matters, and we remain Army strong.
My name is Bud, and I'm an American soldier. Commissioned as an armor officer through Montana State University ROTC in 1982. Go Bobcats. I'm honored to be the 17th Commanding General of the United States Army's Training and Doctrine Command. And the pursuit of victory starts here. What a great day to be a soldier. These young men and women in the audience today are the latest products of a century-old tradition of service to the nation. Let me join the chorus of voices offering congratulations to you and your loved ones. Addressing such a talented group of future leaders is true privilege. Thank you for taking your place in the long and distinguished line of graduates that have answered the call to serve. Welcome to the profession of arms, the most exclusive fraternity or sorority in the world. I always ask two questions of the soldiers and civilians that I meet. Why did you join, and why do you continue to serve? The U.S. Army is the greatest team ever assembled. Teamwork is why I joined the Army. This is America's Army. We all learn and grow together, and we are soldiers for life. I continue to serve because of the people. The Army is a people business, and the Army is not just about people, it is people. One of the fundamentals I have learned in over 40 years of service is this: high standards, positive outlook, and excellence are contagious. Whatever comes your way, remain calm in the storm and never waver. You're a leader now. Your soldiers are watching. It is your leadership that will help us accomplish our mission in the face of COVID-19 or any future adversary. I have no doubt that you will lead our nation through the challenges of the 21st century. You should feel privileged to wear the cloth of our great nation, the jersey of America's fighting team. Leave that jersey in a better place every day. Good luck to you all in your future endeavors. Godspeed, and may God bless these young leaders and our great nation. As I said when I started, my name is Spunk, and I'm an American soldier. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hello, and let me be among the first to congratulate you on this incredible day. I'm certain that this day is much different than the way you envisioned it, and I apologize that you can't be in a large audience among your friends and additional family members, but it makes it no less important. And I want to make sure the team is going to be important for our nation. You are going to swear an oath to the Constitution and the people that stand behind that to do your duty, to protect our nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And right now, we face an unseen enemy. That's why we are conducting your commissioning ceremony in this way. But I know that you're up to the task. I know that you will take the training we've given you and that you will perform your duties thoughtfully and faithfully. I have faith and confidence in you, as do all of our senior Army leaders. And on this day, I want to congratulate you for doing what only 1 out of every 1,000 people in our country ever does, standing up and taking the oath of office to become an officer in the United States military. Congratulations, United States Army, Second Lieutenant.
Aloha, everyone, especially to our soon-to-be commissioned officers who graduated soon. I'm Lieutenant General Brian Fenton, and I'm very honored to be a part of this commission of these 18 outstanding men and women today. Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Pfeiffer, for the chance to be here today, even virtually. I truly appreciate the invite and the privilege of being with you for this special day. And I'll start by welcoming and thanking all our virtual guests today. Anyone tuning into this. First, to the soon-to-be commissioned lieutenants, congratulations on a great day and all you've accomplished in your 4 years, and what I know will be a superb career ahead of you. Next to the faculty, the team here at Johns Hopkins that watches over this program, specifically Dean Beverly Wemmer. Thank you for all you and your team do for this battalion and the cadre cadet team. To the battalion that brought you seniors here to this point, thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Pfeiffer, Master Sergeant Jason Stevens, and the 7-person team that you're part of for all you've done to guide and shepherd these seniors, cadets, and soon-to-be second lieutenants over the past 4 years. And very importantly, welcome to the family members of our soon-to-be commissioned second lieutenants. Thank you for tuning in. And congratulations on a great day and the many ROTC and scholastic achievements you and your cadets have accomplished. You did it together. We know it's a team sport to make it thus far. Thanks as well in advance for giving us your family members to be part of our military. You entrust us with your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your nieces and nephews to serve their country and be part of something much bigger than themselves. We are protecting our nation, the Constitution, and our citizens. And we recognize that having your family members in our ranks is a tremendous responsibility. And I can assure you that this is not something that we take lightly. So thank you very much for lending them to us. And I don't want to forget to thank the folks who helped put this commissioning ceremony together. Thank you to everyone that made it possible, especially during this time of COVID. I know these type of events don't just happen. It's people behind and in front of the scenes with a lot of hard work and coordination that make it so. So thank you for all you did to make this special day possible. I'll now focus my remarks on the soon-to-be commissioned lieutenants. And in all my experiences with these type of events, the audience, especially these new soon-to-be lieutenants, rarely remember the guest speaker. I know I sure didn't when I was in your shoes over 33 years ago. So I'll do my best to follow the 3 B's. Be brilliant, be brief, and be gone. And I'll strive really hard on the brief and the gone parts. In that vein, there are only 3 things I want to offer the new lieutenants today. First, what your commissioning means. Second, give you a few tips for your new profession. And third, pass along a lesson that I picked up this day almost 33 years ago. So first, what does your commissioning mean? It means a couple things. When you raise your hand and take that oath, you immediately become part of something much bigger than yourself. You'll be in a position where the United States Army is going to entrust you with tremendous responsibility. Supporting and defending the Constitution of the United States, being responsible for millions of dollars of equipment, ensuring our men and women are trained correctly, and most importantly, watching over and leading our nation's greatest treasure, young men and women just like yourselves. You will be charged with the care, training, and well-being of those young people. Numerous soldiers, non-commissioned officers, civilians, and ensuring they are ready to fight and win against our nation's adversary, to include COVID, as we've just experienced. It's a tremendous responsibility, and one that will challenge and test you throughout your career, whether you serve for 4 years or 40. But make no mistake, you're ready. Your training thus far here at Johns Hopkins, and what you gain from your family upbringing has you well prepared for this task. So you are prepared. You are ready. And trust me when I say this, as someone who began this journey 33 years ago this month, you will be ready. And to add something to that preparation, I want to cover my second point, sharing with you some tips for new lieutenants that came from a mentor of mine, General Tony Thomas, the former commander of U.S. Special Operations Command, and a longtime Special Operations professional and Army Ranger. Tip 1, ask. At your first meeting with your platoon or detachment sergeant or NCOIC, ask him or her what they expect of you. If they're good, and most of them are, and they're very good, they'll say something like, be our leader, make tough decisions. Don't try to be our friend or our buddy. We may eventually like you, but that's not the objective. And ensure we are prepared for our tasks. That's your job. And while they may never say it, you can bet that if you do this, they will strive to never, ever let you down. And while you may not be their friend or buddy, you will still be their lieutenant. And by doing this, you can absolutely be sure you will be their lieutenant. Tip number 2, take care. Care for your people, care for your troops, care for your platoon, whoever you lead. Your troops are our most precious resource. They are our decisive, competitive, and comparative advantages. And they are more important than any piece of hardware or equipment. They are our business. Advocate for them, help their families, and help each and every one of them reach their full potential. Because like you, They all came into this Army with hopes, dreams, and aspirations. So care for them, and they'll know this. And in return, they'll take care of you, their lieutenant. Tip 3, strain to listen and make your transmissions count. Remember, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen more than you talk. You'll learn more this way. Refer back to tip number 1. And thus really absorb what your platoon or your junior leaders are telling you. Seek input and diverse opinions. And when you do, and you do finally talk, show them that you've taken their input and factored it in. And in doing so, as well as being precise and clear with what you say, what you direct, or what you want, you will be their lieutenant. Last tip, number 4, be accountable and hold folks accountable. Take blame and responsibility, but pass the credit. Your troops will know the difference. It's key to selfless service. Make it your mission to make your subordinates more successful than they believe they can be. Relish in their success. Give them credit and take blame. At the same time, hold folks accountable. Hold them accountable to the standards. You can be tough, and you can still love your troops. Trust me, they know the difference. They know the difference between tough love and toxic leadership. Like a grizzled old football coach or sports coach, strike the right balance of love and leadership. They'll notice. You'll be their lieutenant. So those couple tips, and many more I can share with you, but won't waste on time, will serve you well. And at this point, I'm reminded of a joke. A baseball pitcher is having a really hard time. He's getting hit all over the place. And the manager comes out to the mound and says, "Pitcher, give me the ball." Pitcher says, "But coach, I'm not tired." And the coach replies, "I know you are, but the outfielders behind you sure are." So you all are probably tired of hearing me talk, just like those outfielders. And as a result, I'll wrap this up and prepare to be gone with an important leadership lesson I got from a great mentor of mine, Coach Lou Holtz, former football coach at Notre Dame, among many schools. Coach had been a lieutenant in the Army prior to being a football coach. And he was very proud of that. In fact, he used to pride himself on his MBA, except he told us his was not a master's of business, but rather made by Army. And while working for him as a student assistant, he constantly reminded me that one of the keys to leadership is being a happy leader. He said it gave people energy. He said in a world where there were enough Donnie and Debbie Downers with way too much to do, that we needed folks that were just happy to lead others. He called happiness rocket fuel for an otherwise unhappy world. So he used to ask us all the time, "Do you want to be happy?" And of course, we'd all say yes. Then he'd say something like this: "You want to be happy for an hour? Eat your favorite food. You want to be happy for a day? Play around and golf. Unless you're like me and you'd rather surf and be out in the water. You want to be happy for a week? Go on your favorite vacation. You want to be happy for a month? Buy a new car. You want to be happy for a year? Win the lottery." And at the end, if you were here today, I'm sure he would say, "But if you want to be happy for life, really happy for life, and a happy leader, then be a Johns Hopkins ROTC graduate ready to get a commission and serve their nation." On that note, I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak today. And I want to congratulate one more time the Army's newest lieutenants and your families. May God bless all of you, your families, our great military, and may God bless the United States of America, the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
We'll now transition to the ceremony that will consist of 4 parts. First, there is the swearing of oath of office administered by Lieutenant Colonel. These bars represent the rank of the officer and honor of the recipient of the commission by the Congress of the United States. Third, the presentation of the commission certificate to the new second lieutenants. This certificate signifies not only a cadet's promotion to second lieutenant, but more so their status as an officer in the United States Army. And finally, the first salute. First salute of the newly commissioned officer involving a silver dollar is a time-honored tradition dating back to pre-revolutionary times. It's symbolically represents the respect due to the dollar and currency. Every new officer has some meaning. It signifies the new officer's deep sense of gratitude for the knowledge enlisted soldiers, especially non-commissioned officers, have passed on to them during training. At this time, if Set Yang, please join Lieutenant Colonel Piper up front.
I, Sean, have been appointed officer in the Army of the United States. Grade second lieutenant. In the grade solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the United States, against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I will true allegiance and will well faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
The officer is proud of about there.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And your mom, please join you up on stage to put on your gold bars while I read through your bio. Second Lieutenant Sean Yang, contracted into the Blue Jay Battalion in the fall of 2017 and will graduate from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County with a bachelor's in science in information systems. He has served in the 378 and 203rd Military Intelligence Reserve units as an SMC cadet, gaining real-time leadership experience. Also, he served in many events as a color guard for 3 years and designed a new Blue Jay Battalion challenge plan in 2019. Lieutenant Yang was commissioned as a cyber officer and will join the Northeast Cyber Protection Center before heading to Fort Worth, Georgia, to attend his basic officer leader course. Yeah. And Matt Clark's Jason Stevens will be in first place.
Officer.
Yeah, to keep it short, I know I'm the last one. So I first thank my mom for supporting me all the way through this point in life. She always has been there, and I thank my family for me and supporting from background. And when I first started college, I really thought I knew what I was doing, and I had a lot of different expectations of what college was in the United States, especially being an immigrant. But it was totally different, and then I faced some downturn, and I heard from a recruiting, who now Lieutenant Rogers, who recruited me to join the best RPC around, and that's the point where my life started changing, and then it has been changing into a better direction. But as life gets you, they throw stuff at you again. But the cadres and my peers and the organization of the Army itself really helped me to overcome that, and then to teach me how to be a professional, to teach me how to be a leader, and take the responsibility of this uniform. And I really thank all of you at this place, my peers and my cadres, and you guys really helped me be where I am. And thank you for setting up all this over and over. Thank you.
Please stand with me for the flag song.
March the Lord, sing the song, in your need of love. Out the way, out the door, up to victory. We're the army and proud of our faith. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First we fight for the right, and we will be some time. And we we are people going on. I'm a ball, we have done right to have work, and we are people going on. And it's my day, the arms of his way. I love the games of the sword. Wherever we go, we'll always go, and we are people going on.
Concludes the formal portion of today's ceremony.